It is just about 11 p.m. on Thursday, March 6th, 2025. It's been a very busy day, and I've not even left this building due to the excessive heat that was literally raising the roof off of this unit throughout the entire day today and also all day yesterday and part of the day on Sunday. The Greenville group just can't get their act together when it comes to regulating the heat in this unit. And it's either no heat when it's 20 degrees and freezing outside, or then it is excessive heat when it's almost 60 degrees outside. And there's been the two extremes occurring in this unit for days at a time within the last week. So there was no heat in this unit for 2.5 days while the temperatures outside were 18 degrees consistently over the weekend. And then 2 days ago, the heat in here suddenly started skyrocketing, even though the temperatures outside were almost 50. And today they could not shut it off. So finally, it is 11 p.m. and I think they've shut the heat off. What's the temperature? 79. That's much better. I've actually also turned off the air conditioner because I did not need it anymore. So the AC is no longer cranking like mad as it has been all day. And even with the AC cranking all day today, there was absolutely no decrease in the excessive heat in this unit. It was consistently being digitally measured like across multiple areas of this unit at over 84 degrees throughout the day, in spite of multiple notices to the Greenville group and half a dozen emails to them and their attorneys, half a dozen text messages to their maintenance manager. Their maintenance manager actually came in here at 2 p.m. He did his own digital temperature reading and he claimed it was 81 degrees throughout the entire unit. I think he just lies. And I said, well, that's not possible because it's hotter in certain spots than others. And you could tell just by standing in a spot that it's hotter than in the other spot. So then he finally did another temperature reading over here. And he said, oh, yeah, it's 82 over there by the bed. Yeah. And then he said that my digital thermometer is not accurate. Well, that's funny because I paid $80 for it and it was calibrated at the hardware store where I purchased it. So, he has a vested interest in making up stories and claiming that my instrument, even though it's pretty new and was calibrated at the hardware store, purchased it 2.5 months ago. It's in his interest to say, oh, well, it's not accurate. Mine is accurate. His digital thermometer is like this tiny little handheld thing. And again, it doesn't mean it can't be accurate, but when was his calibrated, right? Maybe he should provide proof since he's the one who's working for the Greenville group and claiming that it's not as hot in here as my digital thermometer says it is. The only way to find out is to get inspectional services in here. It's still 78, but that is within the range of what is acceptable according to the City of Boston's housing code for heat regulation inside a residential unit. So there we go. Heat is finally down to somewhat normal temperatures that are not oppressive or excessive. And it is just about 11 on Thursday, and it has taken 2.5, almost 3 days for the Greenville group to turn the heat down in this unit, when all you need to do to turn a thermostat down is go click down arrow, right? You click the downward arrow to like a reasonable temperature, and then you hit set. A 5-year-old can do that, and it took them 2.5 days to turn the heat down in this unit. And I have sent them over a dozen email notifications, verbal notifications, voicemails, text messages. I have filed a temporary restraining order against them in housing court for their refusal to turn the heat down in this unit for 2.5 days, even though the temperatures outside today were just about 60 degrees and you could walk out there in shorts and probably not be too cold. But then 4 days ago, when it was 14 degrees at night, there was no heat in this unit, and the temperature in this unit was 57 degrees in my bathroom, 64 degrees at the baseboard heating pipe, meaning there was absolutely no heat in that pipe at all, 62 degrees over by my headboard. It was freezing in here. There's still an open citation against the Greenville group by the City of Boston right now for the heating issues in this unit. So they better watch it. They're going to get cited right and left and center if this keeps happening.